As in Utah, when I was a boy, everybody knew what a downwinder was. We were the anti-nuclear capital of the world. I was an autistic kid. My father was a drafted United States Marine, an incredible man. I come from an incredible family. My uncle stood on Omaha Beach on D-Day. I grew up on a huge ranch out by the lake. He was a beautiful, incredible person. He was at Pendleton, combat ready, and they were human guinea pig. They were marched into the trenches in Nevada. They're called atomic veterans. He nearly died at the blast. Between 1951 and 1968, we had 300 open-air tests. Well, as different scientists started to write about this, Wallace Stegner was at the University of Utah at the time. I got to know him. Edward Abbey was hanging around there. I got to know him. I got to know all these environmentalists, and I was an environmentalist, and it was a passionate, intense subject matter there.
All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. Bloomgate, 311, whatever you want to call it. I call it Pacific genocide, whatever. It's fucking giant conspiratorial across all demographics. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. Bloomgate, 311, whatever you want to call it. I call it Pacific genocide, whatever. It's fucking giant conspiratorial across all demographics. They'll be calling you a radical. May God have mercy on all of your souls.
Nuclear power was evolving. We were promised, oh, this can't happen. It will never happen. We cannot have a meltdown.
Well, good morning. I hope everybody's curled up real nice in their dogma snuggies, because that's what everybody is in this country. The whole country. Well, we got a handful, but we're teeny, we're small, that we don't buy into the whole dogma, comfort zone, snuggie bullshit, including the anti-nuclear establishment. Well, if that's an establishment, I'm Bigfoot. I'm going to talk a lot today about the workers inside Fukushima. I'm going to talk a lot about J-Village, as now they've boiled the frog so nicely. I said in those early days that they would slowly boil. They would freaking leak the freaking evidence so slowly out. 4 or 5 years is when they'd really tell the tale. And everybody will go on, oh yeah, we always knew it was so bad. Look, it took 2 fucking years for me to convince anybody it was even one fucking meltdown. Now it's just common fucking knowledge. Frog boiling 101. Oh, no shock, no revolt. Oh, we don't want panic in the streets. Why the fuck don't you want panic in the fucking streets? That's exactly what we need, panic in the fucking streets. That's exactly what they counted on. Eugenics on Balco. Fucking mission accomplished. Now everybody... Look, there is absolutely no fucking reason in this country, that fucking so many people should be living incredible, healthy lives well into their 90s, well over 100. There's absolutely no reason. You think about the fucking advances in modern medicine. I talked to a guy the other day who had a fucking lung transplant. Think about it. Lung transplants, liver transplants, heart transplants. Fucking modern medicine saved my fucking life with, I mixed it with holistic. I didn't just, it's a fucking art, not a science. But they're not. Longevity in this country peaked out in where? When did longevity, look it up, 2012. That's when it peaked. 2012. It's headed the other way. Oh, Fukushima, mission accomplished. Look, I love all the fuckers. Oh, they did Fukushima on purpose. No, they didn't. That's like, here's the false equivalency. People that go there. People go there and they homogenize the fucking reality of Mother Earth. They homogenize the reality of a tsunami. They homogenize the fucking reality of earthquakes, of all these events that are very fucking real, that have gone on for over and over because it's generational arrogance. Oh, we couldn't have. It's not possible that humans fucked up so fucking bad by building fucking reactors. It's called greed. They ignore history. They ignore Mother Earth. They ignore nature. They ignore the fucking reality. They ignore it for greed. Look, it's their self-fucking fulfilling, teeny generational arrogance. That's all it is. These fucking people are like, no, that, all right, fuck, it won't happen in my lifetime. Fuck. And they would admit it. The nuclear industry used to admit it. That's as hardcore. Look, I've been involved in this movement since I was a boy. It was so fucking radical. You got to realize how radical the fucking activist was in the 60s and the 70s. I mean, I was with them. Fuck, I was in the streets all over in California fucking with them as a boy. Fucking right here in Utah. It was incredible. These people were intense. Really intense. You know, fuck my grandparents. They were elegant and strong. Oh, boy. Whoa. Those women, they were like Frida. Holy cow, who passed last week. Not now. Now it's all fucking, let's hold hands. Come by, don't raise your voice. Fucking panty painter motherfuckers. The whole fucking lot of them. Fuck them. I want no part of them. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if I get no fucking traction. I don't give a fuck. I really don't care. I honestly don't. I mean, I'm to that point in my fucking life and that thing. You know, I did all this incredible fucking work, and our small group that supported me and our small army, oh my God, look what we've accomplished. The rats, the trolls, the fucking everybody's gone after us like fucking incredible wolves while fighting for my life with leukemia, surviving leukemia, and our small fucking army, yes, it's an army. Yes, it's an army, and we're not paid fucking mercenaries, corporate mercenaries like the United States military personnel. Don't you love it? Don't you fucking love it? How they brainwashed into y'all to think that firemen are heroes. Fucking sports athletes are heroes. Fucking military personnel. I got a friend. This guy's been in the fucking Air Force Reserve forever and ever and ever. Every time he goes to Afghanistan, fucking, he gets 20 fucking grand up front. They get so much money. Here, this, that, the other thing. Okay? He and our buddies, we're sitting in this fucking coffee shop. These foxheads, fucking Neil Foxconn, fucking dumb fuckers, you know, that are so ingrained in their fucking ignorant dogma to support the fucking House of Windsor, who were everything this country fought back against. He walks in. He's in his fatigues. Oh, thank you. And remember, every one of these fuckers that are thank you, none of them ever fucking bled. None of them ever bled. They never had family members that ever fucking bled. None of them. You know, the Ted Nugents, the Dick Cheneys, the George fucking Bushes, all draft dodgers. Every fucking last one. None of them ever bled. None of them. Hairspray masquerade party. Gung-ho as long as everybody does the war. Just like it was in the early 60s. Yeah, fuck them commies. Oh, I got a draft card. I'm going to the street, joining in. Pieces of shit. So this fucking Neil Khan fucking, you know, piece of fucking shit had his fucking dick cut off fucking when he was fucking, he'd been neutered by his fucking control freak Mormon fucking wife so long ago. I know this piece of shit. Oh, thank you. I look and I says, what the fuck are you thanking these guys for? They get fucking paid. Oh, no, they're heroes. For they're killing that Taliban. Oh, fuck you. Shut up, motherfucker. You know, until he walks over and sits with me and he says, what the fuck is with these fucking weirdos thanking me? I get fucking paid. What the fuck do I do? He says, I don't. He says, I work on sheet metal on fucking airplanes once in a while. How the fuck am I a hero? He says, I get sick of it. And I says, yeah. He says, I joined to fucking get the GI Bill so I could go to fucking college. I couldn't find a job, so I re-enlisted. I stayed in because they offered me a bunch of money to re-up. Fuck no reason I go to Afghanistan. When I go to Afghanistan, I don't do nothing. He says, I sit around in the compound and fucking eat. You know, and he says, get a big check. I do it for money. And I says, yeah, I know. You ain't got to tell me. You know, you're preaching to the choir. More power to you, you know. And he's like, yeah. So we're sitting there drinking. Finally, the fucker, these guys just keep going on. He can hear them over talking their fucking rhetoric. You know, a bunch of fucking young old fucking, just fucking dogma fucking morons. Finally, he gets up. He walks over and he says, just like this. I mean, he sounded like me. He says, I got to tell you, dumb motherfucker, something. I'm not a fucking hero. I'm not a fucking hero. I fucking joined the military for the fucking money. I need to support my kids because you dumb fuckers won't give me a fucking job. Fuck you and your hero shit. And he walked out, squealed off in his car. I loved it. I stood up and clapped. You should have seen these fuckers. Then he's a no good. He's a traitor, you know, by the way. By the way, they got the show going on right now by the kid right here up this road. I live on the Utah-Idaho border. right up the road, you know. That fucking disorder! You know, and I'm going to do an experiment. I'm not thinking about it. I want to try to shoot a video with Robin Hood, my new candidate, while I do my radio show at once. You know, it's kind of like fucking rubbing your belly and patting your head at the same time. I mean, real tough. I'm going to talk a lot about J Village. Look, as the anti-nuclear establishment goes on, or us grassrooters, look, we were talking about J Village. Now it's out there talking J Village is they're nuclear gypsies. Now let me explain. And I hope there's enough people out there that listen to this show can fucking get this into their brain so history can be recorded. So it's just not me saying Island. Look, I knew about fucking J Village fucking years before, many years before 2011. I'd go on my rants about anti-nuclearism, about building nuclear reactors on fault lines in Japan, in California, just fucking go on these rants, talking about J Village, talking about Mox Fuel, talking about fucking secret nuclear weapons plants, how nuclear energy is not used for energy. I'd go, and people would look at me like I was insane, like I was talking on fucking Bigfoot on fucking steroids on Balco. I mean, they looked at me like I was nuts. Could get nowhere, you know. I tried. I tried rallies. I tried everything. Nothing. I mean, people just drool. I mean, everybody, even the so-called environmentalists, the establishment, people that knew a lot about nuclear. That's when I realized there is no nuclear fucking activist society out there. There's a fucking Greenpeace club that raises money that doesn't have fucking clue, rhyme, or reason about fucking nuclearism. Nothing. I'm like, they have a secret, the island of Japan is owned by the United States. It's a nuclear experiment. They're underground. By the way, they have a CERN over there. And I know for a fact they have a CERN over there. It's called J Village. So they're underneath. They've been underneath there for years and years and years. That's why Fukushima was such a major catastrophe. And the fucking nuclear reactor. By the way, I fucking reported that the nuclear reactor right up the fucking road, their experimental fucking fuel one, which got hit by a landslide. I reported it over and over and over. You can look up them old videos. I reported it's in meltdown. I reported that in the first day, 1 day, 2 days. 4.5, 5 years people coming around to this shit now. I reported this was major fucking full of blown out fucking meltdowns. I reported it 6, 5, and 6 spill too. Look it up. I'm all over. Nobody. You know, now they're saying, like nuclear fucking Fukushima, these are major nuclear fucking meltdowns. Well, of course, Murdoch calls it a partial meltdown now, but it's like common knowledge. I fucking stood on an island by myself. I was connected inside Japan before they got the State Secret Act. I got hundreds of emails from fucking inside, incredible contacts inside fucking Japan. I used to do a radio show in Tokyo. Fucking in those areas that nobody listened to. Yeah, look. Remember, I refused to do interviews. I refused because these fuckers panty painted me for years. I'm like, fuck you. Why would I do your fucking interview show? Go fuck yourself. You know. And so finally, everybody gave me so much shit for it. In the winter of 2012, 2013, which I'm still very, very fucking sick. I'm like fighting for my life. Fucking AML leukemia. Given 2 months. Very, very. That's what I don't think people really can wrap their mind around. How sick I was. You know, I got 5, I've made it 4 years. I don't know how, people saying, just ask me to come do these events all over and then turn on me. They asked me to do this, they asked me to do that. I never I just says, okay, I'm a mutation, I'll do what you ask. Sick. I should have never done, my doctors are like, you insane? You're traveling around fucking, I look back on it, including the Million Mass March leading that, you know how sick I am? I slept on a park fucking bench that night. I look back, I'm like, fuck, are you I look back on how focused, how intense, how hardcore. I'm like, wow, what the fuck? I can't believe it myself now that I've had to. That's how my mind went into this intense focus. It's trying to survive cancer and Fukushima. You know, so I'm talking about J Village, and then the FOIA documents start to leak out. And the very first FOIA document, fucking reader, Shane Russell. This guy's all over it. This guy's got a huge, intense fucking brain. I don't know this fucker from Adam. I'm already talking about J Village. I've been talking about J Village for years. The underground fucking apparatus. He starts coming around, and then he's got this, she's pretty fucking insane, named Maureen Burke up in New York. They're working together, but what a brain, what a mind. In the early days, you got to remember, the fucking extremely high IQ, I shouldn't say mentally ill, paranoid schizophrenic, because a lot of paranoid schizophrenic people have incredible IQs. Some of those brilliant people in the world. That's who was all over Fukushima. So, look, I have a schizophrenic little sister, beautiful thing. You know, I can handle it. I'm very, very, very good at dealing with mentally ill people because I understand they're brilliant people for the most part. It's very sad, and it can happen to any of you, Nash, beautiful mind, Einstein. And so when they call me or whatever, I never hung up on them. I mean, I dealt with them. I want to tell you this quick story, and then I'll get back to J Village. Day 4, 5, 6, 7, right around there, Fukushima. I get a call. Fuck, it's fucking 3:30, 4. That's the kind of calls I get because a lot of the people that are involved, keyboard activists, whatever, they're fucking night owls. They stay up all night, and they don't. And a lot of them are very self-indulged people. They don't even consider, oh, I'm calling this guy. He's full of leukemia. He's sick at fucking 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. They don't care about that. They don't even think about it. You know, but that's the world we live in. And I'm cool with it. Whatever. So I get this call. It's about 3:30, 4:30 in the morning. She says, Kevin. Yeah. She says, you're the only guy that's all over this. You get this. I'm in the Upper East Side, Manhattan. Oh, yeah? Yeah, I've got fucking, you know, don't let anybody call you Timpo. She's got, I got my windows sealed. I got everything. I'm following the jet stream. She says, you don't know me. Called on a block number like so many do. She says, but if I told you who I was, I'm one of the richer people in the country. Oh, yeah? You know, okay, whatever. Who gives a fuck? We have money, you know. She says, and she goes on and on about her community, about the multi-billionaires. She says, we know. Really? You know? Yeah, a lot of people fucking in the inside, they're fucking, you know, the Goldman Sachs crowd, the fucking, we know. She says, we're fucking loading up, we're getting on our fucking Learjet tomorrow, and we're going to South America. I'm like, really? She says, oh, yeah. Fuck yes. I always remember that call because I fly off the intuitive gut. I get a lot of crackpot shit thrown at me. I mean, you wouldn't believe the insanity, the shit that comes at me, the fucking call. But I get a lot of good fucking solid shit. And I'm not so fucking arrogant, stupid to fucking think that these crazy calls that I get, most of them are, I mean, they're on the fucking money. And I know that. My gut told me, she's for real. She called me again the next fucking day and says, what would you do? And if, you know, you were me. I says, so you're billionaires. Yeah, we're some of the richest people. You know, I tell you who I am or who my husband is or who our family is, I'm not going to tell you that. Very sophisticated, very elegant, very smart. No, we're out of here. We have a place in Argentina. We're gone. All of us, and I mean all of us, the whole family. And that was the end of it. My friends that are the Surfing Association from Santa Cruz, who I've been involved with because they were the greatest fighters for the ocean and the environment, all my activism in California for my whole life. You know, I knew who the defenders of the ocean, the real ones, the old school fucking surfers, which, by the way, you think the Hells Angels were fucking dangerous? You know nothing about the old school fucking surfers. Fuck with their beaches, pollute their ocean. They didn't believe in softball activism. They make anarchists look like fucking church mice. Crazy fuckers. I mean, intense. But they all love me because I was an environmentalist, you know, spent my gig over there, you know, and my long hair, whatever, and, you know, I was accepted into their circles. I'm accepted in a lot of circles like that because people know I'm not for sale. I never have been. I'm organic. They can tell it, they can feel it, they can smell it when they have conversations with me. They spend 10 minutes have a conversation with me, and they're like, oh, my God, this guy really is an environmentalist. So they fled the fuck out. Right after Fukushima happened, and you know what? They own a fucking lot of major real estate in the Santa Cruz area. I mean, hundreds of millions of dollars. You know they sold it? They went to Chile. They're like, Kevin, come with. Please come with. Come with. We bought an entire compound down here. You're fucked. We quit fucking surfing in the ocean years ago. It's all fucked up. They call it chicken skin. You know, and I've been listening to the chicken skin reality by these guys for 20, 30 fucking years. They have known, they've watched it progressively get fucking poisoned. So the real hardcore surfers, they got the fuck out of the water a long time ago. They moved to Utah and started skiing. They moved up, but they did whatever. But they got the fuck out of that water before Fukushima. Fukushima, over the top. So back to J Village. So it gets reported yesterday by EcoWatch, which who I know, they do good work. That's a fucking really high IQ fucking kid who's got connections, and I think he's still around. When Fukushima happened, I was in the hospital. He used to call me all the time. He went to Ogden High. He only called me. We went and met. We had everything. This guy's the shit, and grew up out here by me, believe it or not. A lot of people bolt. It's amazing who circles come back. They do this piece yesterday on the nuclear gypsies. And I'm going to do a fucking video, and I'm thinking about doing it while I do my radio show simultaneously with Robin Hood, my Robin Hood party, and my cutout. And before I forget, I'll be in New York the 22nd of June to the into February. I got a lot of things planned in New York City for activism. I'm working with the New York City Police. Blanch, let us know what we can do. I'm going to protest at all the major medias because really they're the fucking ones that have blamed. They're all centered at Rock. They're all in the center. As our Million Mass March protest that we did, as Vice wrote a piece about me. He was right there. And you love it how they panty paid and stuff because they don't understand me. They don't get it, and then they walked off. We started a thing, and we got fractured. That's because people got on the fucking subway, hello, and we went over to Fox News, and we did a beautiful protest. It's online at Fox News. Really good, solid protest at Fox News, and there's some solid-ass fucking activists there that from the Bronx, a lot of them. Very young, very old. I met a dude who I've named Iron Mike the Preacher, who just showed up, and he says, Kev, I'm here for one reason, and this looks exactly like a young Iron Mike. And I'm like, ooh, I'm fucking with this guy. What that dude was when he was young. Ooh. And he's beautiful preacher. And he says, I'm here for one reason, Kev. And I says, what's that? I got your back. I'm here as your fucking protection. Anybody fucks with you, they got to go through me. Oh, I'm like, good. I'm glad you're on my side. But a lot of great activists, and we did an incredible protest at Fox News. And, they called out the fucking police big time. They surrounded the entire block, whatever. The Fox News brought out their security. We got in that fucking rat's face. But we do things legally. And then we talk to police, and I talk to police. I'm like, hey, we're with you. You're working class. You're being played. That's all. We don't want to fucking cause any problems with you because you are us. And 90%, now they have a special goon squad, they call it in New York, and everybody knows that. Down on Wall Street, they recruit these goons all over, and these are the Goldman Sachs Rats personal goon squad. That's a whole other animal. And they're not from New York. They're recruited all over the country, and they hire, the evil sociopath, sick fuckers that love to fucking, beat up. It's the SS. So I'll be in New York, and we'll do protests at the major media. I've got some plans. We'll see if we can get it work. But I got some really good plans with some good activists, and we're working on it. So back to J Village. J Village was the code word inside the nuclear cartel that for their experimental underground. Now, I'm going to talk a lot about this. J Village is an underground. Part of the underground of J Village connects to Fukushima fucking nuclear fucking nightmares there. They were already underground. Okay, so a lot of people don't know this. And I talked about it, but the FOIA documents are out there, now people are talking. Finally. So they have a lot of underground stuff under these reactors, and because they're working with they're experimenting on their laser technology, their nanotechnology. It's really Livermore and the Department of Energy's real headquarters are there in Japan. Now, they have Livermore in California, it's a big island, but they really bring you star power to Earth, really because American law, American watchdogs, American activists, Californians are watching. And they push it as far as their illegal fucking corrupt shit as they can get. But just like our jobs, environmental laws, labor laws, well, fuck them. We're just going to backdoor. We'll just move our fucking GMO, our fucking corporate headquarters and all. We'll just move those to China. They did the same thing in the nuclear industry. They just moved it to Japan. So nobody's watching because they know the Department of Energy and the military, under the mantra of nuclear weapons, they can do whatever they want there. So they've been up there since 45, since the occupation of Japan never coined. Since they dropped the fucking bombs and fucking signed the treaties, it became United States Department of Energy's nuclear island. And the Japanese have been nothing but a nuclear, that whole people, the whole island is nothing but a nuclear experiment for weapons of the Department of Energy and the United States Pentagon and their mercenaries. The United States military is the Queen's fucking mercenary puppets, bitches on a leash. That's all they are. They do not support the United States population one iota. They're a corporate fucking mercenary fucking royal elites, and they're loyal subjects. I'm an unloyal subject, and so I truly am an unloyal subject. I shoot lightning balls from my eyes and fucking fireballs from my hands. I am William Wallace. He was a real dude. By the way, my kids are direct fucking descendants of his. So I'm an unloyal subject, and the loyal subjects, they are who they are. Go for it. So they've been doing every kind of nuclear experiment you could think. Now, think about this. There's 48 reactors that went offline in Fukushima, which my guess is probably 15 or 20 of the fucking reactors went into meltdown. And which I've reported in the early days over and over, and people look at me like I'm fucking got 3 eyeballs and I'm fucking insane and I'm fucking, Bigfoot crazy. So they're offline for over 4. Did you see any rolling blackouts in Japan? There's no rolling blackouts. Nuclear reactors all over the world are not for nuclear energy. Fuck, you replace all your light bulbs with, energy efficient fucking light bulbs. Do you know the California electrical consumption is down 60% in the last 15 years? It's true. Because energy efficient appliances, solar panels are everywhere. I took the field. They're just like San Rafael makes up 12% of the grade, and I'm like, no, it doesn't make any of it. They take it off because we don't use it. They're cash cows from hell, subsidized by the American taxpayer because that's where all wealth is extracted. The $1 trillion budget, anybody can get their hands in it by the American taxpayer. The Manhattan Project turned on the fucking faucet and never turned it off. They know that. So they're over in Japan experimenting with everything known to man. They're underground. Now, when Fukushima happened, I started to get a lot of stuff from Japan. I had to wade through it. This is before I got leukemia. I was overwhelmed with emails. Even after I got leukemia, I'm fighting for my life, and I had to drop the ball for a while because I was so sick. But even when I come out, I kept, policing my fucking emails. It would take me literally 3, 4, 5 hours sometimes to go through my emails. And I want people to very much know this, and I have the emails from Busby, Chris, and I have the emails from Arnie Gunderson. Arnie Gunderson argued with me in the old days. He would comment. I'll give it to Arnie. He would comment at least in his own name. Kevin, no, you're wrong. This is Arnie Gunderson. This is just a hider. I've dealt with that shit for so fucking long. I dealt with that shit for 2 years. Fuck, I'm in critical condition, almost dead, and I'm getting the stuff leaked to me at San Onofre. Inside my room. That's a fact. The first fucking whistleblowers inside San Onofre had nowhere to go. They came to me. I'm on YouTube because I'm doing videos about San Onofre and Fukushima. They came to me. Kathy Iwak could back out on me and say whatever she wants about me, but it's sure funny. In the early fucking days, she's trapped inside Fukushima, Japan, and she's watching my videos, and she fucking told me that right to my... I love how they all fucking back out away from me. I do all the fucking dirty work. I do all the hardcore. I plant the seeds, Johnny Appleseeds. I do all the work that fuck me. Well, that's okay, because I don't give a fuck. So in the early days, I'm getting pictures leaked to me of fucking J Village and buses going in on the backside, fucking into the underground of fucking workers by the fucking thousands. Stuff I can't put on the internet that's classified. Fucking, what went on in the situation? Do I know it's real or not? And earlier, how the fuck would I know? I'm getting so much shit. By the way, I still have trolls and rats emailing me. I don't know what's real, what's not, but I'm wading through. I've got a lot of connections inside Japan because when I graduated the #1 school of business in the United States and taught there, my graduating class, the BA, which the university's fucking fighting with me on my fucking undergraduate and my MBA, they're fighting with me now because Dr. Cooley passed away and their fucking backdoor deals they fucking made. They were Japanese elites. The Japanese elites went to our school. So I think there was 27 of us that graduated in the finance corps that year. I think 14 were Japanese, so I have very close friends. The first video I did, I put up my picture of my friend Mikado. They're Japanese elites, royals' children. There's a royal family in Japan, still is. still is. Think about it. After World War fucking II, everything. How come they didn't kill the fucking, ruling fucking, the emperor, that evil, he was young. Remember how young he was in World War II? They didn't touch him. Fuck. Wow. The monarchies still fucking reign in fucking England, in Japan, in Indonesia. These are hello. Ruling royal families. Yes, 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 yes. So these children from these elitists, I'm friends with them. They all fled, by the way. They fled to Hong Kong immediately. Then they fled to fucking South America. There's a lot of Japanese elites that, just same in World War II, that's where they went, to South America. There's whole fucking cities that are Japanese elites in South America. That's where they went. So I'm getting lots of good information from them. I'm having them backdoor and check this stuff for me. What's real, what's not. I got an email saying she was a friend of the Fukushima 50's mom emailing me and that he was going to die. I reported it, sure as fuck. So I'd had time to, until they cut us off. They cut me off in September 2012. All of a sudden, every email that I got from Japan in one day just stopped. Hundreds just stopped. That's when it took a long time, not a long time. The United Department of Energy and the propaganda machine, it took them a while to get this sealed up tighter than fuck. And boy, it's unbelievable that there's no aerial photos, no Google mapping, no fucking nothing. You can't find out nothing about these nuclear reactors. So, J Village, which we knew was an experimental island to point fucking nuclear weapons at the fucking Chinese. That's all it is. That's what the nuclear problem is, and that's all these fucking reactors are in Japan, which I've known that before Fukushima melted down. Had nothing to do with nuclear energy. So they would bus in, look, and I knew this long before. Now, I have a really great whistleblower in New York. I won't give him his name because he's been on video with me, and he's not about, he quit. He worked for a company for years and years and years that goes in and repairs spent fuel pools when they get a hole of crack. They have to use specialized welders. In Japan, the mob has been fucking linked in. The mob, which I can't even pronounce the name right of the Japanese mob. They work for the fucking Japanese and the United States Department of Energy. They are their fucking crews. They're fucking, because look, nobody in their right mind is going to work in a nuclear reactor or a fucking around nuclear reactor. Nobody. They all know because it'll kill them. So the mob's been running that show for fucking years. It's all paid in cash. They use slaves. They use third world country slaves from Africa, from Indonesia, from all over. It's been going on for fucking decades. Sam says he worked right in the Fukushima pools for years. His name's Sam, his first name. And so, anyway, they all go in. He's worked in all over. He quit the industry before Fukushima happened. He works in the solar industry now. He says, he's so corrupt, he says when they would go to Japan, the mob would give them a list of what they had to bring. Cases of Cutty Sark half-gallons of whiskey. Just everything. And it was all cash, and it's corrupt, and it's done, including here in the United States. He's been in the pools in Indian Point, and I'll do some protests in New York on Indian Point. So, we knew the mob were in the fucking show. When this happened, I knew how they were going to fucking do the cleanup. They were going to do it with their slaves. And they were going to round up fucking all over the world. And I reported there's fucking tens of thousands being busted into the backside. Well, how'd they get underground? They're already underground. I have pictures of Fukushima, Japan, the underground that happened right. I have them. They got sent to me earlier. You should see it. Just fucking mangled nightmare fucking mess. They were already underground at Fukushima, Japan. They're already underground. That's how they run these things. They go to the backside. It's 13 miles away. And they go into the backside, and it's been verified. Okay, so the cleanup, and then I would report there's really 10,000 of these workers are already dead. I was reporting this year. People would fucking go crazy. The panty painters said, get away. No, that's what people don't fucking get this. They filled it up. How would anybody know? So they're using literally tens of thousands of workers. My guess is there's probably been well over 100,000 workers in there. That's who goes in. They went and died. Nobody in their right mind, just like the Fukushima 50. Nobody's died from Fukushima. Oh my God. The head of the Fukushima 50 fucking died in fucking the summer of 2013 from cancer. The hot exposure, these guys are dying in fucking droves. So now there's been people get in there. they're going on. There's been photographers. There's been this Todd kid, which did a beautiful piece. He went in there. Luke went in there, which is a great piece he did. It's important work. Those guys went over there and did that fucking work. I've always wanted to go into Chernobyl, but now that I've gotten leukemia, I can't. You go in there once, maybe twice, in and out. I don't know if it's going to kill you, but you substantially, you stay there. Look, the atomic veterans like my father, he was the first blast. They fucking blast him right at the fucking blast. They fucking cut their tonsils out in field hospitals so the tonsils, this is a guy that never had a cold. Fed them LSD, fed them iodine. They have their tonsils because they wanted to see how much radiation. Human lab rat, most of those guys died 20, 30, 40 years later of cancer. And they were just exposed to one blast. Granted, they were close. It was a heavy fucking blast, including my incredible father. And they got rid of their weapons. It's all fucking hidden. My uncle, the Pentagon suit, they're doing the same thing in Fukushima, Japan. They did the same thing after Hiroshima and Nagasaki. This is a fucking cover-up. But this time it's the great equalizer because this has never happened before. They lied inside the Situation Room. Barack Obama, green as grass, popped up by the nuclear industry, and you can look it up. Barack Obama, 2008, on the stump in Illinois, was asked by one of our group, a beautiful activist in Illinois, asked him about fucking Hanford. Well, what are you going to do about Hanford? We keep appropriating this money to clean up. Nobody ever cleans it up. He says, you'll never hear this from no county. I don't know what Hanford is, but I'm going to find out. He's green as grass. He went in there, John Holdren, named the Science and Technology team of the Obama administration the day he took office. John Holdren, Livermore, the nuclear fucking rat, the eugenicist, from Berkeley, they run the whole show. Remember, Stephen Chu was pushed out by Ernest Moxey, fucking raised up Gina McCarthy. They're all MIT nuclear rats. They run the whole show. So inside the Situation Room, fucking the Navy wanted in. Those ships that were sent to U.S. Reagan and the whole group, they all wanted in. They were sent in. They have one ship for the Navy. That's all they do is nuclear disaster mitigation. It was sent in. Reported by Suzanne Malveaux on CNN. You can find it on YouTube. Unless it's been pulled down now. Sanjay Gupta's transcript pulled down. The stuff I got from Cal Berkeley that went in. That's all been leaked to me. I read it online. Now, I know what's classified and what's not. And there's stuff that's classified I can't put online. I am not going to fucking go to prison like Bradley Manning for the rest. I'm not going to be stabbed because going to jail does not work as an activist. Megan Rice proved that. Look at Greg and Michael, what their sacrifices. You'll probably never see any activism out there again in their lives. They learned the old-fashioned way that these fuckers don't play fair anymore. They tried to kill an 85-year-old nun in prison. Tried to kill her. Put her in a holding cell, 55 degrees for fucking how long. They did everything. And it's all work that got her released. Our work, my work, a group of this. Without our work, she does not get released. We got to those two judges. They grew a conscience and soul. Without our work online, Megan Rice is still sitting in prison. There's no fucking doubt. These people are not fucking some kind of alien beings. They Google, they do their homework, they do their research. You Google fucking all that stuff. You're getting me, you're getting our crowd. That's the power of this genre. So Jay Village has existed for years. So they told fucking Obama he didn't even know what the fucking nuclear meltdown was. They're like, we got it handled. We're under there. We got the nanotechnology, and the Navy's like, no, we're headed in. We're going in. We have 800,000 military personnel on the island of Japan. The admiral of the fucking Navy, the liaison. So you got Cartwright, the liaison for the Marines. You got the fucking liaison for the Navy. Trying to think of his name right now. So anyway, they're in there. They're like, fuck you. We have 800,000 military personnel on there. He said inside the situation, he stayed to this for months. He says, not only do we are demanding that all United States military personnel on the island of Japan are evacuated today, now. Not only that, he says, all civilian population in Japan, I want them evacuated. There's 2 million. There's 2 million. I want them evacuated. And this guy stayed to this. This is the guy. Obama overruled them. John Holdren, Cal Berkeley, the MIT head of the nuclear rats at Livermore, underneath there, Olo says, no, we got this handled. Jay Village, we have it handled. We will handle this. Obama handed them the keys. They developed a 32-team fucking thing to fucking handle it, which was leaked out by me via the old Washington Post report. When I went to New York for my walk to Hamilton's grave, the same time that we were supposed to get congressional hearings, that I'd been working with Barbara Boxer's office, right before I got an email from Barbara Boxer's office saying, nope, They've been pushed underground due to the Patriot Act. We were going to have congressional hearings. Nope. I was headed to D.C. I was headed to New York for all this, for the Megan Rice sentencing. They delayed the Megan Rice sentencing, for many months, which they did to her over and over, tried to kill her. I was at the trial. At the fucking sentencing. I was there. Nobody else was fucking there, which is so outrageous. There was no media there. Local media, me. Without those videos, there's no one. I talked to Megan's fucking nieces, whatever. They were disgusted. They named names off. Megan, which her name's Megan, which they're Upper East Side. They got money. They're New York fucking establishment elitists. Megan's family, they're not poor. Come on, Megan Rice's mother, Dr. Madeline, I knew, amazing. Dr. Rice, her dad, she says, where's so-and-so? And I won't name names, but I run into her at the Knoxville airport. Where's so-and-so, Kevin? Where's so-and-so? Where's so-and-so? Yeah, good question. I covered for a couple of them. Says, hey, they got a sick husband. They got this, that, or the other thing. I covered because I have respect for people. I don't play that way. But they were disgusted. Megan Rice was disgusted, and we know this because Megan Jr. went in and had a fucking... She's the only person who was allowed. There was fucking an interview going to be done by a UK journalist who was there. I'm trying to think if it was UK PBS or who the fuck they were. But and Megan Rice's own fucking works. As Homeland Security stepped in and blocked that interview at the last minute in the Knoxville jail. As the trial saying, blocked it. And she said they were mean to me. 85-year-old nun. She said they were so viciously mean to me. This is the disrespect these fuckers have for any... This is an 85-year-old nun. Madeline Rice's daughter. One of the greatest activists in human history. A saint. A true saint, not these fake ones. Blocked the interview. I talked to her fucking niece, whose name... She's the one that says it's Megan, not Megan. I got you. Okay. Megan, tomato, Snowden, nuclear, fuck. I don't give a fuck. So she's like, Kevin, I talked to Megan. She was the only one that got seared. They blocked me. I tried so many times to get into Sear. They wouldn't let me. I was at her facility in Brooklyn. When we found out she was actually in Brooklyn, I was staying right up the road. I walked right down Atlantic Avenue and went to the jail cell and reported it to the world like I have so much through my fucking army. She says, Kevin, she's not doing good. She thought that the media would get her back. She thought to the population. Same with Greg and Michael. I went to the fucking Dorothy Day house in D.C. Went to church with the Dorothy Day house. And that's where Greg and Michael came out of. Do I get any credit for that? Fuck no, but it's there, historically. I plant all the fucking seeds. No one will fucking, they're listening. They're just not giving me credit. Good. I don't give a fuck. I have life. So Jay Village is underneath there. They have been for years. So the mafia works with the Department of Energy. The United States Department of Energy owns the island of Japan. They own all the reactors. Toshiba bought Westinghouse. Toshiba, Westinghouse, TEPCO are the United States Department of Energy. It's that simple. General Electric, they're the same people that build them. We knew we were going crazy about this. They're built on the fucking place that has major tsunamis. It's just like, this is a once in 1,000 years. A 9-point earthquake with this major tsunami is what? Then why the fuck did it happen 6 years earlier at Phuket on the Ring of Fire? No, it's not. Why did it happen in 1959 or 1960 in Alaska? Look it up. That's a 9-point fuck earthquake. They happen. We get major tsunamis. That's just the reality of the world we live in. It's going to happen at Diablo Canyon and San Onofre, and all that spent wasting. You fuckers in San Diego kiss my fucking ass. These softball activists out there, they're all black. I do all the dirty work down there. If it wasn't for me, San Onofre would not be shut down. And that's a fucking fact. I've been fighting them since I was a boy. I've been flying from Utah back and forth, driving back and forth since I was a kid, going to those fucking things. When the fucking original fucking whistleblower inside San Onofre, which I was always going crazy about San Onofre, got leaked to me while I'm in critical condition in a fucking bull mill trying to the top of Elder. I'm the guy that shut down fucking Blue Council, and they all know it. One guy, not only Gunner showing up to the hearing blowing the case, not all these fuckers for money, and I did it for free. I did it for free because I understood the power of this YouTube fucking camera when it fucking come out. And I fucking did it. No credit, no nothing. Fuck me. Well, that's okay. I don't give a fuck. You think it's a coincidence. You think it's coincidence. I said fucking all of 20 for that year, they're going to shut down Saturday Opry. I'm at the hearings with fucking now, with all these guys in San Diego, kicked out. You think it's coincidence. I said, we're going to hit the beach on D-Day. We're going to hit the beach on D-Day. And I have thousands of witnesses, YouTube, we're going to hit the beach on D-Day. We were organized. We were ready for these fuckers. They're all going to jail. They're all going to prison. I said it fucking hundreds of times before Kirkland. You don't think they're watching? Oh, they're watching. The morning. They're on D-Day. I got it first, announced it to the world first because of my army. San Opry will be shut down because they didn't want the hearing. Working with Barbara Boxer's office. Working with fucking a lot of these people. I fucking planted seeds and opened people's fucking minds up all over. No, fuck no. J Village, they have fucking hundreds of, tens of thousands, well, I guess around 100,000 workers. You know, we know now that the census comes out that they're saying, oh, fuck, there's a difference between 35,000 men and women. Yeah, that's because the census counted 35,000 because they physically do. I've seen bootleg videos in there now, plenty of them. I've had plenty of time to see them. Now they're all over on YouTube where you could see all the workers going in and out of the stores. Those workers in little paper fucking flower fucking suits. It really, that's going to stop. You know how hot it is there? They're in there all day, every day. They're going to die. And all of them, a lot of them have already died. Acute fucking radiation. Oh, fuck yes. Fucking, the ones that haven't died yet are all going to die. So when I say 8 to 10,000, that's probably a conservative number. They make them sign amendments. They use the homeless, the mobs fucking running the show. They use fucking immigrants that don't speak the language. And now they want to call them fucking gypsies. But let me tell you about Gypsy. I'm going to do a video about Gypsy. Because I always go back to Stevie Nicks, who lived in Utah for a little while when she was junior high. They lived in Arcadia, California, which I love Arcadia. It's one of my favorite places in the world. Spent a lot of my fucking youth and a lot of my life at Santa Anita Racetrack there. I love Arcadia. It's beautiful. I like Pasadena. It's beautiful. We one of the highest fucking cancer rates in the world right there. All over that county. Why? Why? One of the highest leukemia. You ever read West End, that rock motherfucker? Why? Santa Susana. What's that? So, Stevie Nicks, who lived in Utah for a while as a junior high girl, she is going to Arcadia High School. She meets a girl, and I'm not sure what her maiden name is. I think it's her married name is Robin Anderson, which was Stevie's best friend. They become incredible best friends. And by the way, Stevie was moved around a lot. You know, by her father, from Arizona to Utah to California, all over. You know, I think she met Lindsay in fucking high school. Fucking, they should have stayed together, by the way. They were the fucking heart and soul. They live in San Francisco, and I'll lead all my video into this today. Because I spent a lot of my life in San Francisco, you know, the underground Black Velvet. I've been in that fucking store. I have a shirt from that fucking store. That's what that song she wrote it about, that her best friend was a girl named Robin Anderson, her best friend. High school girls. Her liaison that she traveled with when she got so famous so fast. All of a sudden, she gets leukemia. Yeah, that's right. Got leukemia. She's got a baby in her. The baby's named Matthew. I think he lives in Arizona. I'd sure like to talk to that young man. Steve had written that song about her fucking, you know, youth in with Lindsay, sleeping on the mattress and her paper flowers and her fucking going down to the fucking underground fucking velvet and her mattress on the floor. In San Francisco, when it was still the beautiful Clay Janis Joplin fucking, you know, what are all these fucking phony artists? What are they? She dedicates a song. Robin calls her. She's got leukemia. She's got 3 months to live. She's got a baby in her. They take the baby can you imagine 1980 taking a baby 3 months early? Or 81 or 82, whatever the fuck it was right then? It's a lifelong best friend. By the way, she wrote the other song, On the Edge of 17, about her dying uncle who died of fucking leukemia so young. We all have the stories we all forget with our arrogance and our fucking money. She says she'd throw the mattress grounded again. Well, why don't you get fucking grounded again, Stevie? Why don't any of you fuckers get grounded? You forget who killed your best friend? The nuclear cartel blew up in L.A. It killed millions of fucking people. The nuclear cartel and the cover-up, just like Hiroshima and Nagasaki, just like Fukushima, Japan. They take the baby 3 months early. Stevie takes the baby. Stevie actually, I think, married her husband, tried to keep it together. just trying to keep the baby. She died. That's what that song is. So now they want to call them nuclear gypsies, and you can watch it. It's a great video, but don't you dare call them fucking nuclear gypsies. You know, gypsies is just, I mean, it's so fucking racist. It's so disgusting. It's so class fucking warfare. It's the elite fucking, anybody who uses that term gypsy, you know, my gypsy, you know, I'm all for Stevie's fucking lyrics on that, my gypsy. But come on. You know, the great fucking activists of the world are in Romania. Gypsy. It's a class slur. It's a fucking grotesque class slur. So now for me, that's their new propaganda. Just like their dog and pony show off 4. There's probably these fuckers who fucking put this out. These potato chips, these fucking, you know, all this fucking shiny sun rays and fucking little fucking green butterflies flying out of reactors. When these mobs fucking turn, and they're gonna poop, because I said it's the greatest event in human history. There's no covering up Fukushima, and I said it's gonna take them 4 or 5 years, but they're gonna wake the fuck up, and they're gonna say, "Oh fuck, Obama knows he's fucked." You know, the methane gas leak that's going to Southern California, cover up more. He's the worst president, worst human being in history to the environment. It's the cover up of Fukushima, BP. You know, the gas methane leak that's going on in fucking, you know, hello, he could have bombed them all shut. They all could have been bombed shut. He could have been bombed shut. He could have sent the military in the fucking guy. He don't give a fuck. This guy don't give a fuck. He's in the club, Bill Clinton, Walmart. It's sick. These fucking artists, fuck, hello, Stevie, hello. Your best friend fucking died, a young girl. From fucking leukemia. It's unarguable. It's you can listen to that West Penn motherfucker. That piece of shit, you know he's a propaganda machine. Woody Allen's buddy grew up in Manhattan. I can get into that fucking rat. That's probably where she was treated. You ought to hear my doctors in East 8. Oh, no. I mean, my doctor come in and throw down the paper. Look, Kevin, why I'm so critical? He says, oh, my God, Fimbo Peterson, the greatest oncologist in the fucking world. From Denmark. Oh, you don't think he's anti-nuclear? You know, Slush says, oh, did he believe in you? Because he knew, they knew how anti-nuclear I was. They knew how hardcore when I got there. They did their homework on me. They're like, oh, no, this dude needs to live. You know? What the fuck is the matter with you fucking people that are propagating this shit? Panty painting this shit. Softballing this fucking shit. This is the greatest ecological catastrophe in human history. The Pacific Ocean's going to die. They're going to dump it. On April 3rd, 2011, look it up. I'm sitting right here in my house going crazy. They're dumping plutonium in the Pacific. I didn't know for sure, but I fucking got email flew up the intuitive hut. Now that I listened to the hearings, yes, there were hearings before the Department of Energy sealed it all up in December of 2012. I listened to the whole hearing. They come out and says, yes, we started dumping on fucking April 3rd, 20. I know my sources are real because stuff's come out fucking later. I know which sources are real, and I have them all over. I have insiders I have an insider at any point. I have an insider I have lots of insiders at San Onofre and at Diablo Canyon. I have insiders inside the Oregon Department. They can't fucking show their voice. They can't show their name. These people will not all be fired. We know. Look what they did to the whistleblower Hanford. This fucking Obama, if you don't think so, ask fucking Snowden. By the way, I'll talk about Snowden when Robin Hood, the first day she becomes president, Patriot Act signed out, and Snowden will become the new head of the CIA and the NSA, and we'll close the whole fucking repositories, all of them. This is the greatest event in human history. It's uncoverable. They just want to allow, we can cover it up like we did Hiroshima, Nagasaki. The Japanese just play fucking ball. The emperor told them to. Shoguns, royal elites, loyal subjects. They think in thousands of years. They're Buddhists. You know, they believe in reincarnation. They believe in coming back for thousands of years. They believe if they fucking do too bad, the island will flip over. Fucking crazy. They're crazy. You know, this whole generation, you're all trying to get to heaven. God, 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 God. Fuck this lie. It's self-fulfilled prophecy. Evangelicals are nuts. The Mormons have lost their fucking mind. They're not communal. They don't give a fuck about the environment. It's fucking right there. It's self-fulfilled because of generational fucking arrogance. But not this time. Not this time, fuckers. Not this time. Fukushima cannot. Kevin Blanch. The Pacific Ocean, they're killing. They're just dumping it in. You all take it for granted now. When I'm the only guy that stood on our island and said it for fucking every day for years, now it's just accepted theology. They're going to kill the Pacific Ocean. I never said it was going to die all the way. Not one time have I said the Pacific Ocean was going to die all the way. I called it genocide. That's my word, the Pacific genocide. I'm the one that coined so much of this. You know, a guy says, oh, you need to copyright. I got a copyright. I got lots of them copyrighted. You know, I thought one day, well, I'll write books, but it's too early to write books. You know, I get told all the time, Kevin, you got to get these books out. Get this done before you're dead. Well, so be it. There's plenty of people out there who watch me long enough. If I fucking die, let them write it. You know, let it be recorded in history. I got work to do. I'm going to fucking stand up to this fucking cover-up rats because they're murdering us gypsies. You're all fucking gypsies. You know? They're killing us. Hello? Nuclear fallout is unarguable, causes leukemia. When you go to the bone marrow transplant with a death sentence like I have, the Department of fucking the United States government makes you by law fill out this pamphlet. I filled it out. When you go into the bone marrow transplant law, you see it. It's fucking thick, and every single fucking question on there is about exposure to fucking radiation, exposure to nuclear fallout, exposure to benzene. Every question about your father, your mother, they already know. The data, it's like when these professors, these people say, oh, there's no data. It's bullshit. Fuck, look it up. The fucking, we sued, as me and my uncle sued so much through the 90s, my uncle at the Pentagon, the murder of my father. The states all over out there. The United States government kept incredible fucking records on these atomic veterans. Kept incredible records on Utah. Kept critical records. Fucking Richard Miller, Under the Cloud is a beautiful piece. Heavy, heavy, incredible work. Unarguable proof. Southern California, twofold. One of the cancer epica hotspots of the fucking world, Los Angeles. Gypsy. Santa Susana and San Onofre. I've been asked that San Onofre's the most fucked up reactor probably in the world. San Onofre's had fucking... Do you know that San Onofre, in June 2012, when I'm in the bone marrow transplant center, almost dead. There's videos of me, I'm talking about almost dead. When I could finally get enough fucking strength to even do a video, ask my brother or somebody to try to upload it. Because I'm not sick, I'm dying. Everybody thought I was dying. I was dying. I'm in a fucking, the hardcore unit there is. Everybody thought I'd die. Red 10. Being leaked to me, hey, we had an accident. That wasn't just the exchange. They had a fucking accident at San Onofre. Again. Those fucking nuclear fucking rods and the spent fuel pools rub together all the time. You know, they call them level 3 fucking accidents. Do you know that the fucking rubs, they call them low level rubs, but they're not low level. Which these Western zirconia makes the fucking, you know, zirconia mods right here. They rub together because why? It's built on a fault line. They've had more rubs than every other reactor in the United States combined. Look it up. It's right there in your face. The NRC will tell me, Kevin, I know everybody from the NRC. They all know me personally. Like when I'm at the Omni, don't you love it on the taxpayer's dime? They have it at the Omni Spawn Resort. That's what Taker pays golf. Those ones are $400 a night. It calls bad. Right next to the fucking new fucking, the only good thing about the new fucking desal plant, it's going to nothing but tort lawyers. That's where all the tort lawyers, they're all lining up for fucking, you can look and see who's requesting the FOIA documents. You can look it up. It's all the tort lawyers that are lining up for the fucking USS Reagan case that's been open to GE. I'm the only one there for 2 years. The only one there. You know, later the next year, Libby shows up, you know, and Laura still with me. You know, we had one guy show up and lots of cops. No, I'm going to do the fucking work because I know it's this historical. I know it's important. They know. They fucking know. And lots of people know inside the Department of Energy, inside the Navy, inside the administration, inside the Department of Energy, they fucking know. Lots of media know. Corporate board directors, they know. Yet they've gone along with this gypsy. Every single fucking person who potato chip this, who fucking gypsy, who software, they've all done it. They did it for money. The corporate, they're fucking, the bitches on a leash. The fucking so-called, I like it. Oh, we did our work. We're too old. What? You're still out there touring, charging $300. Springsteen's going to be in there. I'm going to protest in front of his concert. He's still touring, $300 a ticket. Fucking Stevie's still touring. They're also, Hanley, I went to the Eagles concert with a girl who just died this week. Jennifer died this week because her husband won't let her fight fucking cancer. 44 years old. I was with her. She's dead. These fuckers are slaughtering us, mass murdering, and they don't care. 2016, my prediction. Lots of these rats are going to get the
hands on
key
deck,
and
all hands on deck, all hands on deck. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. One day, 3